Hello Ride-On people, you join me on a very mild January day. It's a bit overcast but it's 66 degrees and we'll take that in January. And today I'm looking at my brand new BMW R1300R for 2026 that has pretty much just been ridden home from the dealership. Ceramic coated it in the dealership. They were very kind to let me do that. It's kind of the best time to do it, and I fitted a BMW screen protector at the same time. Again, best kind of time to do it really before it's even turned a wheel on the road. Anyway, got the bike home, finished up the ceramic coating at home. Actually did the wheels at home, but I did all the bodywork and lighting and stuff in the shop itself. And so time for the first varkle, some bar end mirrors. Now the standard mirrors I think look okay, and they certainly work well. They don't vibrate and provide a clear view of what's behind you rather than your elbow. But I just think all naked bikes look better with bar end mirrors, and you see any marketing shots of naked bikes, they always have either the mirrors totally removed or they have bar end mirrors. And I've had plenty of high quality mirrors in the past from people like Rizoma and Motor Gadget and stuff. This time I'm going to try some OEM stuff, BMW's own bar end mirrors. Probably exactly the same that's fitted to the M bikes, to be honest with you, and it's fitted to the option 719 of the R1300R. Anyway, enough gibbering, let's have a look at them and have a look at the replacements. So the first thing you need to do is pull up this rubber sleeve here. Just twist it upwards, and under here is a 14mm nut. So you're going to need a well, I'm going to use a Draper chrome vanadium spanner. Other options are available, and for this one you're just going to turn it anti-clockwise or counterclockwise depending on what country you live in. Simple as that. Keep on undoing it till it comes off. So for the left hand mirror, exactly the same. Lift this little cover up, put your 14mm on, turn it anti-clockwise or counterclockwise, and it will come off. Note that if you have a Ducati, usually you have to turn this one clockwise. It's like one anti-clockwise thread, one clockwise thread. I don't know why the Italians do that, it's just a little joke. But the Germans are very, very sensible, and it's righty-tighty, lefty-loosey. Leaves this rather large hole, doesn't it? She kind of looks uglier than a Kardashian who can't get her own way, doesn't it really? But fear you not, because of those nice people in China, which is sometimes pronounced China, and those nice people at Amazon. Some child in a third world country, no doubt, has been inhaling fumes from toxic plastics to make this for our delight in the West for peanuts. And these are called blanking plates, or mirror caps basically. So let's get those out and see. Hopefully they fit and make it look a little bit better. Well, that'll teach me for making light of child labour in third world countries, because of course naturally they look like they're going to fit, but they just don't really. This is very frustrating. They kind of fit slightly and then don't go any further. Anyway, they only cost me about a sip of a nice wine in a, you know, God, what am I going to do with this? I don't know. Yeah, so they only cost me like you know, one sip of wine in a new world country, so I can replace them with something else, but you get the idea. I get the right size, and for peanuts you can blank it off and make it look pretty rather than strip the thread, which is what I'm attempting to do here. So these are the mirrors. This is the left hand one here with the part number here ending in 911, and this is the right hand mirror with part number ending in 912. So first things first, you've got to take this big star bolt out, which is a big T50. So slap one of those on your ratchet and away you go. Hello ride-on people. So you join me on another winter's day. Still not perfect weather for riding my new bikes yet, and I thought I'd have another go at finishing off these handlebars because I got a bit kind of interrupted. So previously, or the first part of this video, depending on how I decide to edit it, was going to swap out these perfectly good mirrors for some nice BMW Bar M mirrors, and I took these mirrors off and we were good to go almost. But in a spectacular comedy of errors, I realised I didn't need or didn't have all the parts I needed. I actually needed all of these parts, both the mirrors, and then there's like a decoupling kit as they call it, then there is a Philister set of bolts, and there's another set of bolts, and I'll put everything on screen that you need in terms of parts for this job. But the long and short is you're going to be paying about $300 for the mirrors, and by the time you bought the bolts and decoupling kit and all the rest of the stuff, it's over $400. So it's not cheap, but it is quality and it is OEM in effect, and it will work. So let's get stuff out and let's get it on the bike. So I've got the OEM mirrors off, and I had some problems with the metal inserts. So I've kind of bought a variety, see whether they work. There's these ones that kind of pop in, as it were, and lay flat. And then there's these ones that are kind of machined and a bit proud. And they're both from Amazon. So I'll put one on each side if they both fit, and we'll see what they look like. So both of these claim to be BMW compatible, but these push fit ones don't seem to work, seem to not fit very well. But these ones, they fit beautifully and they look very nice. Let's have a look. I'll put this one on, we'll have a look on the bike. All right, 1 and 2. And I think they look great actually. Very stylish. Naked bikes without mirrors on and bar mirrors always look better, I think, but it does leave a hole here, so I think it's much nicer to have this little machine finish. It looks good. Apologies for all the leaves in my garage. It looks a complete utter tip, doesn't it? I need to get the leaf blower and blow everything out and wash this floor, I think. But anyway, they look okay. So let's get these OEM bar ends off and get the new ones on. Right, a big T50 style drive to take the OEM bar end off. And then what you want is you want a mirror, which comes in this box. You need a screw to screw this tighter, so 2 of those. Then you need this decoupling, which is basically a pin goes in the end of the bar end. There's a little hole that pin locates in, and this is loose because you're going to put one of these bolts through each end. So let's try and get the right hand one on and see what it looks like. All right, so when you're fitting these, it's still a T50 star drive for the outer. You basically put this inner part in the locating ring, locating hole rather. Use the locating pin, put it into locating hole. Slide your mirror on, and then this decoupling aspect on the end, and it's a T50. The mirror is a T25, so you'll notice that on here there is a groove that runs around, then it goes solid, then a groove again, and on the mirror has a locating pin. So you want to put your mirror on and then pull it upwards so the locating pin of the mirror is flush against this housing that pokes out a bit. It's a nice touch by BMW to make sure you've got them in the right place, and then you tighten up the T25 on the end. You are left with bar end mirrors, and I think they look way better than stock, and I can see perfectly behind me without even seeing my elbows. So that's a big improvement in itself. I didn't really have a problem with the OEM mirrors, and they look okay, but I think these look way better. And yeah, it's just a nice little touch to the bike. You don't need to do too much to these bikes, I don't think, personally, but I really do like these bar end mirrors, and they do feel nice quality and very, very solid. And I don't expect them to vibrate much, and should be nice, and I like the look of them. So that's it for this Farkle today, as it were. Thanks for watching my latest Farkles on the new GS and the new R1300R, and managed to get my Prestige tag plates transferred over now. Torque on the GS and Mr. BMW on the R1300R, and yeah, just looking forward to, like I say, breaking the weather. Looks like it's going to be a couple of weeks away in February now. We're in the coldest period I can remember since I moved to the States, actually about 16 years ago. So we've got mornings starting off in the 20s, and really just waiting for the day to start with like a 5 or something. That would be nice, a 50, and then get out there and put some miles on these beauties. But until then, hope you're having a good winter period and able to get out on the bike wherever you are. And yeah, subscribe and like and all that good stuff. And ride often, ride carefully, ride on.
Hey you, if you want to become one of the Ride On people, don't forget to subscribe. Ride often, ride carefully, ride on.